TikTok was under fire by conservatives as this platform that was sharing data, attacking users with, frankly, stimulus that was unhealthy, and was sharing data with foreign entities that would be a security threat, a national security threat to the U.S. And just recently, this has become more of a bipartisan issue where it's not just conservatives now pushing this. The liberal community has also embraced this. And we just had a huge movement in Congress against TikTok that if things don't change and one of the two options isn't exercised, TikTok will get banned in the U.S. The public's going, what? I don't get it. What's the problem here? Well, the problem is a national security threat where here it is. I'm going to spell this out really clear. And this is how you can know. China's version of TikTok in the U.S. looks radically different than the TikTok that U.S. citizens get in their feed. The type of feed and the way the algorithm feeds their citizens is radically different than ours. And some would argue that the algorithm is set up in a way to deteriorate the U.S. population. Now, that's a pretty big statement, and I'm going to unpack it just a little bit. But what I mean by that is TikTok in the U.S. has no moral or ethical boundaries when it comes to U.S. citizens. It has no filters on what you can and can't watch. It just wants to feed you the hottest clickbait stuff that will keep you swiping and keep your attention, regardless of what the overall outcome is. You go to China and what kids are watching in their feed, and they are fed a certain percentage algorithm that's like, here's what are good things to do when you grow up. Here are job ideas. Here are productivity ideas. And so they have geared this knowing that an algorithm can be used to just grab and steal your attention all the time in all places in all forms. And they've said, we want something that's going to be constructive for our culture, our country, and make us competitive with the rest of the world. We're here. Unfortunately, our children who have been exposed to this are getting bombarded. And frankly, the impact, I don't even know if we know what the social and economic impacts are going to be, other than we're kind of just off the rails to see what the future will bring with this massive social app experiment that's been exposed to the U.S. And maybe, and we don't know, but maybe even the algorithm is tweaked in a way to manipulate this population, meaning the U.S., in a negative way to give China a competitive advantage. So privacy aside, the algorithm is also a threat, and I think a lot of people in high levels in politics are seeing this, and they're going, there's something that we have to absolutely do around this.